Hey guys, my name is Viper and I want to give you a warm welcome to my channel. I post daily AFK Journey content, so if you want to see more videos like this one, subscribe to my channel, and if you enjoy what you're seeing, drop a like. Let's get started. Yo guys, what is happening? I hope you're all doing well. And so in this video I want to go over the wish list. I want to give you a little guide on it. I want to show you my wish list and a little update on that and what you should put on there. And just quickly before we start, I want to show you my progress over the 28 days, and I want to quickly show you which celestial hypogenic unit I got. So if you didn't know guys, after 28 days you get a free celestial hypo unit, and if you take a guess what I got, let me just show you. I got this guy, Diurnal. Can't complain, free celestial hypogenic unit, but I would have liked to get Rainier. I'm trying to get him to Mythic Plus. He's at Legendary right now. But yeah guys, that's what I got. Pretty happy with that still. And comment down below what you guys got, because I'm interested to hear. So yeah guys, let's get started with the wish list. And yeah, just showing you my own opinion here after finishing all of the story and all of that good stuff. So I have 5 more to go for my Florabelle, but I'm not focusing on her a ton. So in general, I'm gonna go give you a little overview. And so yeah, I'm gonna go over the epic ones and the all hero. So of course, Stargaze station. Actually, I'll just start off with the Stargaze, guys. So what you want to have in here is Rainier. You really want Rainier as your first Mythic Plus, and that is mainly because of the Mythic skill, where it says here increases Rainier deals 200% damage to the enemy and knocks them down when casting Dynamic Balance, increasing their damage taken by 25%. Till the battle ends. So it increases the damage the enemy takes by 25%, which is super OP for bosses. So basically for bosses you're gonna do 25% more damage. This is why you want him to Mythic Plus ASAP guys, over all the other units. And you want him because the bosses, the higher rank you get, the more rewards you get. So yeah, you want to try and focus on the units which give you more damage for bosses guys. Okay, so let's start off with this wish list over here, and I'm gonna start off with the Lighbearers. So first of all guys, if you don't have Valor, I'm gonna just make this for free to play friendly guys. So you probably don't have Valor guys, and if you just started playing, I recommend putting probably at the start Valor and Temesia. You want to get 1 copy of each, and then you want Rowan. You can either do Valor and Temesia or Rowan and Temesia. So you want to get 1 copy of each guys, and then I would probably leave Rowan in there and Temesia. Yeah, just probably leave that in. Try and max your Rowan and then max Temesia, or you can swap Temesia out for Valor. And that's my recommendation. I recommend leaving Cassidy and Atalanta out. You should max them last. You see guys, I don't even have them in there. I have my Temesia in there right now, and I'm changing my Rowan to get at least 1 copy of Atalanta because I don't have her yet. Even after finishing all the stories guys, see, I haven't even got 1 copy of her yet. So yeah, I don't find her useful in pushing the content. So yeah, you really want to have Temesia because he's good for the Necromancer boss, especially after you get him to Mythic Plus, the Necro Dracon I mean. And you want Rowan, he's very good healer guys. He's good for heals and giving energy, so your team can get their ultimates off faster. And Vala is super good for PvP guys, so yeah, you would be nice to have her at Supreme Plus. But in general, I think you should focus on Temesia and Rowan. They will help you with Dream Boss and clearing the story faster. So yeah, I think you should leave these in until you get them to Supreme Plus, honestly, and then you can swap in Valor next, whichever you get maxed out, and then after work from there, guys. So to the A rank characters, so I don't have any of them maxed yet. So what I'm leaving in here is Corin, and I have in here Merrily. So the reason for this is because they are super OP for Dream Realm and they're the meta. Merrily is very good in DPS, and when you get her to Mythic Plus, Her attacks deal true damage. Here it says when Marilee's attack is increased by 5% when other allies cast an ultimate up to 6 stacks. So after 6 stacks, she gains true damage. And yeah, guys, when you unlock her exclusive equipment and upgrade the level, she does even more damage. So here it says at level 3 exclusive equipment, increases each stack of attack bonus to 7.5%. Yeah, it's super broken, guys. She's very good for bosses. So yeah, I recommend having Marilee in here, and then also Corrin. You want Corrin in here because of his true damage as well for after you get him to Mythic Plus. Here it says dealing additional true damage equal to 2% of the target's max HP. So yeah, not only does he do true damage at Mythic Plus, he also shields your enemies. Here it says Corrin jumps to an ally, granting him a shield and dealing true damage to enemies. So he does true damage even before you get him to Mythic Plus. So I do recommend really putting him on there and max him out. That's what I'm gonna do. And yeah, I finished the story, but I don't even have it maxed yet. But I can just tell you that Corrin's super OP for Necro Drakon, and Marilee as well, good for all Dream Realm bosses and top tier unit here. And yeah, guys, after that, I would probably recommend just getting at least one unit of each of these other characters. But I don't want to go into much depth. They're not really meta units here. But Lucius can be used. You want them because of the factional towers, guys. You want one unit of each. So you want one unit of Lucius, Mirel, Valen. Like Walker is the worst unit here, guys. Just to tell you, just the worst unit in the whole game. Honestly, I haven't used them at all, pretty much. And Faye as well, haven't had much experience with her. Don't think she's too useful. But out of these units, probably Mirel is very good for her AoE, and Lucius is a good secondary tank when you pair him up with like a Foreign or something. So yeah, that's going over the Lighbearers. And okay, next let's go to the Maulers. So in the Maulers, what you want here, basically you want Smokey in here, and you want Brutus at the start. You want Smokey and Brutus, there we go. So this is how I would have it. And then I would basically max Smokey and then get one copy of Brutus, guys. Honestly, just leave Brutus in there. What I'm doing, basically, I got my Smokey maxed. You want him maxed to super OP healer attack buff, guys. Super meta unit. And then once I have him maxed, so I am replacing him with Shakir. Shakir can be good in the Primal Lords, I believe. He's very good. I'm trying to get him to max so I can test him. But yeah, I have him here now because I have my Smokey max. And then you want one Brutus copy because of his invincibility for 5 seconds. Super OP unit, guys. Here it says Brutus is immune to the first fatal blow, and he receives then immune damage to. He's immune to all damage and becomes ineffective for 5 seconds. So, and also one of my guildmates said that when you clear the story and you push Trial of Abyss, you need him in like stage 300 or higher. Like there are some stages where you want his Supreme Plus ability, where he's basically much more powerful and can survive much longer, and the invincibility just helps him stay a little bit longer. So you kind of want him to Supreme Plus as well. So yeah, in general, that's what I would do. I'm gonna leave right now Brutus to get him to Supreme Plus, and Shakir, I'm gonna try and get him to Supreme Plus. And Lumont is the third best tank after Foreign and Granny, so you can get one copy of each, but don't recommend putting them in there. Reese as well, there's much better marksmen than her. Not really meta unit, I don't even have a copy of her, guys, you see. So yeah, that's the S tier units. And then in the A tier units, if we go to the A tier, basically here it's quite a dilemma a little bit, because you want 3 of the units. So what I would personally do, and what I'm doing, is having Entandra in here, and I'm having Kruger in here. So I want to max them out because they are very OP, but I think I will probably change for Coco. Coco's the other third unit you really want to focus on. So the 3 units you want to focus on here is Coco, Kruger, and Entandra. Entandra is very good at tank, very meta for pushing the AFK stages. Basically here it says Entandra sets her shield up and taunts enemies within 2 tiles for 1 second. Reduces her damage taken by 60%. So yeah, she really helps stay alive and helps your team to basically get their carries off and do the heals and all that. I have videos about it in my previous videos, guys, so take a look. I explained how to progress and some good AFK stage teams. So you want you want basically Coco as well, because her ult gives 45% damage reduction, and when you get it to Mythic Plus, gives shielding, and yeah, just better all around, very strong unit. So it just depends on you guys what you want. You could probably like just switch them up. Of course, get one copy of each, definitely. And oh yeah, just forgot this unit. I just didn't see, guys. Okay, so priority number 1, OD, guys. You want OD in there. You want to max him. I have him maxed, that's why I didn't see him. So yeah, OD number 1, and I would probably keep it like this at the start. Get one copy of Coco. When you get one copy of Coco, then get Kruger, then get Antandra, and yeah, just try and get one copy of each, and then after that basically have OD here until you max him. Super OP meta unit, guys. Very good skills, poison damage, very good for Dream Realm, guys. Super OP unit. And then you want Antandra basically to Mythic Plus, then Kruger to Mythic Plus. Kruger very good for bosses, does physical defense penetration, and reduces the physical defense. Very good for Dream Realm bosses. And then yeah, guys, that's my recommendation. And then I would save Satrana and Seth till the last monsters. So yeah, they're the least priority. So I'm gonna probably keep right now, after I got OD maxed, I'm gonna have probably Coco in here and Kruger. I want to get them to Supreme Plus. Okay, so next, the Wilder class. So in the Wilder class, what I have is Aaron and I have Heaven. So this is because Heaven is super OP, super meta in PvP and in AFK stage progression, as well as Trial of Abyss. Super OP unit, mainly because of his Mythic Plus. When you get him to Mythic Plus, he insta-casts his ultimate, which groups up all the enemies and does CC, a lot of damage. Supreme Plus, even better, does even more. He basically mobilizes them even longer, makes them basically super OP unit. You want him in the wish list. Then also you want Heaven, a very good healer, can be used in a lot of stages, Dream Realm, all of that good stuff. Very good healer, very good support, defensive healer, AoE heals. Yeah, basically you want them in your wish list until you max them to Supreme Plus. And then I would probably put in Granny and then Brian at the end. But yeah, the main units you want here are Heaven and Aaron. Then afterwards, for the A-list units, you want Arden and you want Damien, and maybe you can get one copy of Laika. And yeah, guys, that's my recommendation. You want Arden because he's a top tier in the arena in the meta teams. The same goes for Damien. He's also PvP top tier when you get the meta team. Super OP in the arena. So you want him to Supreme Plus and you want Arden Supreme Plus. That's what I'm gonna do, guys. So that's my recommendation. Then after that, you can probably put in Laika, get her to Supreme Plus, and then probably put in Kafra and then Parissa last. So yeah, Arden very good with the Aaron together in the meta team, which is Aaron. Then you have Arden, Damien, and Foran and Carolina. So now the last, Graveborn. So for Graveborn, guys, personally I would recommend as you start the game, free to play, all that good stuff, have it like this, 100%, like this. One moment, sorry, there we go. Cecilia and Foran, you want them there until you pretty much get them to Mythic Plus at least, ideally Supreme Plus. That's what I did. I got him to Supreme Plus. Foran, one of the best tanks in the game, guys. He has a revive, all of that good stuff. When you get him to Mythic Plus, he takes damage for an ally, so and then he even heals up afterwards when you get him to EX Weapon plus 5. So yeah, super OP, guys. You want him in there. Then you want Cecilia because this unit very good for pushing AFK stages. You can complete the whole of the story with just her. You use her in different team comps. So you want her ultimate spawns Mr. Carlisle, does a lot of damage. Super OP unit, guys. Very meta. So you want them there. And then after that, you want Carolina. and Igor. That's what I'm doing. The priority would be Carolina, and then Carolina. So you want her in there, and then you want Igor as well, Igor. So I would prioritize the third champion to be Carolina. She's super OP in the AFK stages as well, and also in the arena. But you want her like Supreme Plus and EX Weapon plus 10 for her to be really strong and useful. So yeah, Carolina is in the top meta PvP teams. Does freezes, CC guys, damage, all of that good stuff. So yeah, and then let me finish off with the A-list characters for the Graveborns. And personally, I have Sylvina in here and Viperian. I want to max them first. So Sylvina, very good, can jump to the back line, very good assassin, very good for PvP guys. I recommend to put it in here. And then also Viperian, very good AoE damage, very good single target monster, very good Graveborn character. If you don't have someone like Cecilia, you can use Viperian until you get Cecilia. So yeah, very good damage dealer all around. And then after that, I would probably get Nero in there, and then Salazar Lost. They are not really meta units, but they can work quite well. You just need to get them to Supreme Plus. But in general, I would prioritize these units first, Viperian and Sylvina. So yeah, that's that, guys. And let's go quickly to... One moment, let me just change my row and back. So right now, I want to get at least one copy of Atalanta. So yeah, after you saw my units, this is what I have here at the moment. Trying to max all of these. So yeah, let's save that. And yeah, guys, I've been talking too much. I hope you're all keeping up with me. And let's go finally to the epic recruitment. So over here, what I did, what you want to prioritize is, well, I prioritized Foran. I prioritized getting Foran to Supreme Plus, guys. I had him in here. Then I had Smokey in here to get him to Supreme Plus. I just find these are very OP units and very useful for pushing AFK stages. And that's the main reason for that. Also Rowan, I really wanted him to Supreme Plus. And yeah, the main reason for these characters is because very good for pushing story, guys. And that's the main thing you want to do. Try and push AFK stages as fast as possible and as quick as possible and as efficiently. So that's why I have him in here. And then Cecilia. Cecilia also very good for AFK stages, guys. One of the main units you want to have in here to get to maxed first. Okay, and then after that, it all really depends, kind of. And what I have in here right now is I really want to... Actually, honestly, it doesn't depend. I really suggest you use these units that I have. Temesia, I want to get her to Supreme Plus. Very good for Dream Realm bosses. Good for PvP, true damage, all of that good stuff. Corin, super OP for bosses. Just true damage everywhere. Very meta, honestly, guys. When you get to the high stages, he's very meta. Then I would have a Carolina on here. I want to get her to Supreme Plus. Want to start using the meta PvP team. That the same goes for Aaron. And then I have Marily because I want to get her to Supreme Plus, and because she's one of the top DPSs for Dream Realm bosses and Primal Lord and all of that, and in general. So yeah, and then afterwards, what you want to have in here, well, also I would have Odie in here as well, but I maxed him already, so I would have him in here as well. And then after that, I don't know, it depends, honestly, guys, what you want. You could put in anything. I would probably put in maybe like a Brutus in here after. I'll put in something like a Heaven in here after. Probably it depends what you want to go for, guys. If you want to go for PvP, which is what I probably will do, I'll probably put in Damien next, and I'll put in Arden next. Then also what I will need is I think that's it, guys. For me, for my team, I will need to just max these two, Damien and Arden. That's what I'm gonna do because I want to focus on PvP more after. And yeah, guys, after that I will see probably max Coco in here next. Then slowly max all of the other characters. See what, basically you have to look at your needs, guys, and what you want and what you wanna do in the game. So in my personal opinion, I'm focusing on PvP, so I'm gonna put in those characters. And Yeah, guys, that's my suggestions, and based on your experience, you can maybe have a better idea what you want to put in here. But yeah, these are the most important early game and mid game, late game characters that you should focus on. And yeah, I think I'm gonna end it here. I hope you enjoyed, and yeah, if you enjoyed this video, let me know in the comments. Please drop a like and subscribe if you're new to my channel, because I post daily AFK Journey content. So yeah, guys, I hope to see you in the next one, and peace.